It's time for lunch money with Gina Savage and Christy Miller. We are your new daytime comedy talk show.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Lunch Money. We are your new noon daytime comedy talk show. I'm your host, Gina Savage, and I'm joined with your host, Christy Miller.
What's up, bitches? I don't know what that came from.
I don't know, it doesn't even matter.
We're just us.
We're back from another week of. I can only describe it as just what's next. What's next? What? What's next?
Yeah.
Really? That and now that.
Nothing shocks me anymore. I'm done. I'm so shocked out. Yeah, sure it is.
But
yep.
We were talking last week about allergy season and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I never have that. But, last week I had my eye was drippy and I did catch that I did have that. You were right about the glasses.
I knew I was right
about the glasses and, I always lose an arm and it was on the drippy eye side. Yeah. I mean, here's the point. I think, and I hate saying it because I do love New York. I think as I age, I'm becoming allergic to New York.
Yeah, we all are.
A little bit allergic to it. Let me give you an example of something gross.
Sexy.
Okay? Welcome to Lunch Money.
We are your gross noon talk comedy talk show.
Okay, so just before I met you today,
Mm-hmm.
I was, running around like we do, trying to just, you throw a lot of stuff against the wall and you see what sticks. So that's the whole thing. What am I going to get done today? What's going to stick? What's going to happen? What's going to... And in the running around, I lost my phone. And I knew where I lost it, but I was on the subway and get off the subway and go immediately backtrack. I have good phone karma. So let's start there. The people that had it, was at the pharmacy, was getting drugs. And I need those drugs.
Yeah.
And then I came back to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was at 49th Street, and there's a bacterial stalagmite going in that station.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do. It's my stop.
That's the grossest.
Stalactites. Yeah.
Are they stalactites or stalagmites?
Stalagmites come from the bottom. Stalactites come from the top.
Are you right about that?
Probably not. I have a 50-50 shot.
All right, whatever it is, the stalags from the
The
top or
mite-tites.
what the fuck they are.
Tops and bottoms. It's Hell's Kitchen, so we'll just call them tops and bottoms. Hello.
Oh, girl.
Oh, you got it.
I had to get there.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah.
It's growing in there.
Welcome to New York.
How could that be good for anybody? How can we just blindly walk around with bacterial stalactite mites?
Because it's New York, and it's the only way for crowd control. Because if we get the tourists sick, it keeps them at bay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Because we're immune to it. We breathe this air 24/7. We drink the fucking water. We live in this shit. Everything is around us. There's dog piss, pigeon shit, rat droppings, dead bodies, human shit, stalactite, bacterial, fungal growths. It's the eighth wonder of the world.
Everything is a fungal growth. Everything is a fungal growth. Everything.
Yep.
The whole city, it feels like it's a fungus amungus.
Yeah, we live, New York City is one giant petri dish, and we're just little microorganisms swimming around on it.
I've never felt more I get on the subway and there's a lingering smell of whatever was there before I got there. And, and we wonder why is my skin itchy? Why is it?
Why do my eyes water?
I don't feel safe with the stench and the goo and the weirdness.
But at the same time,
wait, goo. I don't.
A goo?
There's no goo. But I'm just saying.
In Goo York, concrete jungle where bacteria forms at.
It forms. I can't even breathe. Okay.
See, I feel like it's building my immunity.
It might have in the early days of life. Now,
Now we're dying.
It's cutting me down, man. All right, let's switch to something.
All I could say is everywhere in the United States compared to New York, they not like us.
They're not like us, but like, you
Sit
know.
up taller. Thank you.
I want to just collapse to a heap.
Well, you get mad because you feel you look fat on camera.
I feel like
so
I
you
look. I have, and that's the other thing. I'm not hungry. Like I don't want to eat anything. I'm afraid to put anything in me lately.
We'll be right back.
All right. Speaking of
Sticking things in us, what's next?
All right. So this guy, I don't. So now you get to hear it in reverse. Sometimes it's it's
In
man,
reverse.
something crazy to a woman, but in this case,
Uh-oh.
a man goes to the dentist. I guess he's a Manhattan. I don't know why we need to know what he does for a living. He's a guy that went to the dentist, but apparently he was a Manhattan hotel worker. He claims his dentist was under the influence of something, and he was getting a root canal. And while he was, he had stuff in his mouth, and he was all, she shot him up, and she screwed him up with the shot, and all this stuff. She starts, she's under the influence, he claims, and she starts like gyrating around him and dry humping him, and
Are you sure it just wasn't really good laughing gas or anesthesia that made him hallucinate that or wish it happened? Maybe he fell asleep and had a dream she was gyrating and she was just root canaling. We'll be right back.
she was, if that's what you call root canaling, if that's what you call it.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, but like, so wait.
In Root York.
Oh God! Like, first of all, you don't hear it happening to men too often, but it's possible, right? I mean, she could have been, under the influence. I mean, how likely is it? I don't know.
Very.
But it was
Have
having
you
a
rid-
procedure.
You've ridden the trains, haven't you?
Yeah, but what's on top of everything else after the dry hump embarrassment, and he just was afraid she was going to really. She does the root canal, and she left him with a crooked smile.
We'll be right back.
Badump bump. Where's my badump?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Ready?
Deserves a badump. Yeah.
Okay.
She left him with a crooked smile.
Well, her vertical smile versus his crooked smile. Thank you.
I mean, visually, I'm trying to like see that in my mind's eye.
A vertical smile or a crooked smile?
No, the whole thing. Like him, just laying there.
I'm
Her
thinking.
doing this pornographic, dentistry.
Okay, I think he watched the episode of The Golden Girls when Rose Nyland was felt up by her dentist.
Was she?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yep. She was under and he felt her boobies. He's like, boobies.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Rose Nyland.
Rose Nyland. She's got a nice set of knockers.
Well,
remember on Mary Tyler Moore, she was a whore.
First of all, I need a tissue. Talk about allergies. Oh, so it's your last one. Sorry.
It's fine. There's another box somewhere.
And
right here, sweetie.
Rose Nyland. There.
I can't pull a tissue out.
Rose Nyland. Thank God. Rose Nyland
Rude.
was a very attractive lady.
Mm-hmm.
Rose.
She had some knockers.
She was good looking.
Yeah, they all were.
They were all younger than we are now.
Yeah.
When they were filming.
We're
them.
older than the Golden Girls.
I mean,
Fabulous.
I often wonder, what would I look like if I just let my gray hair be?
I often wonder, like, what we would look like if this was like 1985, when we were considered old. You know what I mean? Like in high school,
When you met somebody our age.
they were old. They had the soccer mom hair, and
Yeah.
it was dyed, and they had the set. Like they went and got a shampoo set at the beauty school because it's cheap and it lasts for 3 days. And they had, those sets, with the rollers, and then they come out and it's gray or it's that dishwater blonde color to try to wash out the gray toner. Like that's how we would look if this was in the 80s.
Yeah, my mom had a friend named Lorraine, and she had like this.
That is such a shampoo set name.
Lorraine, right? And
Blame it on Lorraine. Yeah, yeah.
anyway, Lorraine had this hair. If it was like, I don't know, coiffed. It was I don't coif.
Yeah, because that was the 80s. Quaff. I queef, I don't quaff.
Coif. Anyway, I don't have friends to quaff either. All right, let's
You
move on.
don't have any coffee?
With coffee?
Coffee? Queefy?
Queefy coffee.
Queefy. Anyway.
Dentistry. Gone awry.
Can I just tell you, speaking of dentistry, Kanye West and this myriad of crazy this last week is suing his dentist for getting him hooked on the anesthesia. No gyrating. No gyrating. Thank you.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Exactly. He sucked his cousin's dick. I don't believe him. Anyway.
He's like you said, there's attention and then there's like mental illness and then there's, I don't know what else. I know. Sit up, Gina. I'm collapsing.
Because then she goes, I make fat. I make God. Well, if you sat up normal, you wouldn't.
Right.
Whore.
So a woman that's a stylist. We just had the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah.
Diana Ross. The end.
Diana Ross. Finally, she wore something bigger than her hair. You're welcome.
That was good.
Thank you. I wrote that this morning. I was like, I've been dying to say it.
I'm glad I brought it up. I mean, I don't know. There was like the fashion faux pas, the worst thing that could happen with Zendaya, and I don't know who the other person is. Like whoever it is.
What happened?
They wore like almost identical.
Oh yeah, Zendaya and some other
who cares?
That wore the same exact outfit.
Yeah.
So what?
So what?
I want to. They should have set up a ring and had them fist fight to see who was the winner. Because that's what we do at parties. If we show up in the same outfit as another girl, we fight.
Yeah, we do that.
We fucking brawl, bitch. Backyard bitches brawling.
Backyard bitches brawling.
We'll be right back. How about Halle Berry with her showing?
Oh, I missed that.
You missed it?
Thank
And it wasn't, and everybody made such a big deal about it. And then I looked and I went, you can't see anything. Cher is more revealing at 80 than Halle Berry is at 58.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see Cher. Isn't that sad that Grandma Cher? And then Madonna, speaking of 100-year-old people, Madonna in the fucking suit with the cigar.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was cute.
I thought
she actually looked normal. She actually looks like Jigsaw.
It's a little too much sometimes. I thought this was like a classic way to make the statement.
What was your favorite part of the Met Gala? What was your favorite?
Honestly, I have to say Diana Ross. Like when I saw her come out and just that
ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't
no
no cape long enough.
But I did like all the diversity. There was so many interesting.
It was so amazing. Everybody looked fabulous. My favorite part was Kim Kardashian's security guard stepped on her dress and she cussed him out.
Oh, missed that.
She had a Kanye moment.
That's the last thing you do. That's like literally the last thing that should happen.
Yeah, and then he's fired.
You're fired. You're out.
Doge fired him.
But getting back to, so there's a stylist and she was like, she's the stylist to like Simone Biles and some other people. She was staying at the Carlisle where a lot of the celebs were getting ready. What's her name?
Yeah.
Her name is Jennifer Pastor.
Okay.
And, they give you when you're staying at the Carlisle, you would think, because, you have to get in and out of there, wristbands so that they know that you're staying at the hotel. Yeah. And they gave this woman a hard time and they like pushed her around a little bit and she's got the wristband. I would be livid. I would be livid if I'm staying at that place and the police or any barricade situation and I'm like, hey, wristband, I'm staying here. And so
was it ICE?
I don't know, but I'm on her side.
Yeah, it's like,
come on,
she's the stylist for half those people that are at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And they're like giving her a hard time because you know why? Because they're assholes and they don't know any better. And I hate them all.
Listen, when they're filming on my block and I go, I live here, right?
Yeah. Law and Order is always on my block. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hi, can I get out of my apartment?
Yeah.
You can't walk down here. Bitch, I live here.
Yeah.
You want to pay my rent and I'll leave.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, or give me a little part.
Anyway, Jennifer, we got your back.
That's right, Jen. I'll find anybody for you.
And when I need a stylist, I'm looking you up.
Hell yeah.
Nobody gives Jennifer a hard time.
That's right.
Jessica, her name like Jennifer. Jessica.
Whatever.
Jessica, whatever. You know what I meant.
We love you.
I'm so not.
Miss Pastor.
I'm not present.
It's Miss Pastor if you're nasty.
You're listening to us on Spotify?
Spotify.
Hi. We're here for your listening pleasure. All right, what else do I have for you? Oh, here's a little tidbit.
What tidbit?
Rumor has it that Don Lemon and Wendy Williams want to team up and do a little something together on TV.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I kind of like it.
My friend, the plastic surgeon, Chris,
Yeah.
Miss Johnson.
Yeah.
That's Dawn's best friend.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we call her Donna Limes.
Listen,
I'm obsessed with his YouTube, by the way.
I don't watch it.
Oh, his YouTube channel is on fucking fire.
To check it out.
It's amazing because he's not held back by a network.
Right.
And he's able to report and talk about subjects that, what they would consider taboo, or like, let's just tone it down a notch, darky, like that kind of. I love Miss Donna Limes. I told Chris too, I said, tell her that I am obsessed with her YouTube channel.
I think that would be it'd be a pretty fun pairing, and especially with everything that, Wendy's been through.
Yep.
And Don, and he's cheeky. He gets a little cheeky.
Oh yeah, and also too,
cheeky.
Don could be her conservator.
They keep an eye on it.
Yeah, she could just stay with him in his house and
have friends.
And
just
hang out.
Yeah, right. I
How
think
you
that would be
doing? How
Keep
you
an eye on
doing?
that. Don, keep an eye on that,
That's right, Don.
because we're on Wendy's side.
I know, Miss Wendy.
Yeah, I like it. So
I'm into it. I can't wait to hear that.
let's do it. Let's see what happens with that. As if I have any say in the matter.
Why are we not working on the show?
I don't know. Hey, I'll.
We need to do a
let's get Jessica Pastor to style us.
Style us and get us on with
Hey,
Wendy and
can I be
Dawn.
styled by anybody? I'm styled by a queen. Where did I get this? I got this in Brighton Beach for $35.
Brighton Beach.
Right? I was like, let me get this Brighton Beach. Yeah, 35 smackaroos. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You didn't know till I told you.
Yeah.
You thought maybe $29.99, but I say to you 35 smack. All right.
Can I just tell you my shirt, because I just got out of the gym because I'm a slob? $4 Shein before the tariffs. Thank you.
And with the tariffs,
$75,291.
I love it. All right. I don't know how many minutes do we have.
Just keep going.
Okay, keep going.
I'll tell you to wrap it up.
Here's my
It's time.
worst nightmare. It's one of my worst nightmares. When you're a kid, you're like, what's
What's your real worst nightmare, Gina? Like, what's the real worst? Like, everybody says this would be my worst nightmare.
plane
Really?
crash?
Plane crash?
Yeah, I really hate
All right.
that. I don't like flying, and
All right.
I don't like
Mine's
not having-
drowning.
I
and
swim too
underwater.
well. I swimmed.
Yeah, I don't swim. I can't breathe underwater because my sinuses
I'm
will
a
strip.
good swimmer, but
Can't. Dog paddle,
Don't-
float on a chaise lounge, nailed it.
So
Anything else?
Well, if we were meant to fly, we'd have wings. That's all I'm saying. So, you could do whatever you want. You can make your little spaceships. You can knock yourself out.
Then how are you going to get abducted by a UFO if you're afraid to fly?
They fly. No, I'm not afraid to fly in an extraterrestrial ship, because I imagine they know what they're doing. They're advanced. By the way, there have been a lot more sightings. I'm just going to say there have been a lot more sightings. They just had another, conference or whatever the freak they do that tells you they're there, but they're not there. But they're there, but they're not there, but they're not going to tell you. Yeah, about the UFOs. Because they're there, but they're not going to tell you they're there. They're not going to tell us, and there's a reason why.
They are.
Oh,
They're telling
No,
us.
there's going to
They're
have to
going
be some serious, somebody's going to have to film it, and it's going to have to be undeniable. I'm sinking into my... Yeah. It has to be undeniable. And the point is this. They're out there. Okay, we say this every week, but this is another of my worst nightmares.
What's that?
Well, okay, other than, plane crash, something under the bed that is an unexpected, it could be anything, just something that comes out from under the bed that you're like. So this influencer person, she's I guess she's from Thailand.
Aren't they all?
Her name, well, she's a beautiful model.
Sure, and she's a she. Okay.
Natalisi Taxisi. Am I saying her name right? I don't know. She went on a solo trip to Japan, and she stayed at the APA Hotel and Resort in Tokyo. And she went out sightseeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes out sightseeing and then on the second day, the first day is all great. The second day, she comes back, she takes her clothes off, and she lays down on the bed, and she smells something. and she looks under the bed, and there are a pair of eyes, and she screams. Some man was under the bed in that hotel room. She screams, he screams, he runs out of the room. But how did he, A, get into her room? Why was her room unprotected? And so there was a whole host of things that happened after that. But that is like a legit worst fear.
Okay, total legit.
Uh-huh.
My thing is, he was hiding under her bed.
Yeah.
Why did he scream? Like he was scared.
I guess.
Like he didn't realize she was coming back?
Maybe.
Or that anybody was occupying this room. And if you knew someone was occupying the room, you hide under the bed so you don't get caught.
He stunk.
Farted.
He was stinky McGillicuddy under there.
Yeah.
But he might be one of those weird hotel, like, transients that has the system rigged where they know, like, who's here and when, and they kind of come in and out. Maybe he's got one of those fobs and he gets in and out of the rooms, or he's just some weirdo, or he's stalking her. I don't know. But that is frightening.
First of all, that's a really in-depth description of what he might be.
Right. I thought about it.
Obviously. She's thought way too long.
You know.
Gina, you need a hobby.
That is my hobby. Who the heck could that have been? He's some crazy person, that's for sure.
Maybe it was the ghost of Anne Frank in Japan on tour.
No. I'm going to go with no on that. I'm just going to go with, thank God she got her money back, but there's no price on what that does to your psyche when, having that experience.
Yeah.
Is it possible it can happen to any one of us if we go to a hotel room?
Yeah. When you go in, look under the bed.
I guess you're going to have to look under the bed now.
Yep. I look in the bathtub, in the shower, and under the bed.
I'm going to tell Gina Yashere.
And also behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'm going to tell Gina Yashere because Gina does this thing when she goes to hotels. I love it so much. Comedian Gina Yashere. She goes to hotels and she rates the hotel. She's like flip-flops, no. Or whatever it is. Like whatever. The bed sheet, no. Cover on the chair, no. Fabric, no. I love it. It's so good.
Man under the bed? Yes.
Man under the bed. That would still be enough. But here's the...
Would it
no, yes, Gina doesn't fly
depends
that
on
way.
Okay, depends on what man it was. Like if it was Dwayne Johnson under my bed, I would kind of crawl under there too. But if it's like Marty Feldman, no. Those are some eyes.
Only
people.
Tom Cruise is allowed under my bed because I would feel like he had a valid reason for
what?
There.
Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise is allowed anywhere. I have visions of Tom Cruise telling me, I need to be more. I feel like I'm going to work with him someday. I don't know why. Telling me what to do. I'm listening.
I want to charter a boat and call it the Tom Cruise.
The Tom Cruise.
Everybody's named Tom on the cruise.
I'm excited. We got a Tom Cruise movie coming out.
All right.
That's not what it's about.
What is it? The Birdcage 2?
No time for you.
Having sex with a woman. Mission Impossible 3. Aunt Tom.
You don't have to talk about Tom Cruise like that. All right. So that's crazy, though. But, I figure if you're going to be under the bed, you got to be there better be a mission. Mm-hmm. All right. So what else do I have for you before we wrap things up? OnlyFans entrepreneur. Another OnlyFans entrepreneur.
Who is it now?
Some woman had some road rage, and this OnlyFans entrepreneur, her name is Christina Solimento. She's 44. She sells her pictures of her feet online, but apparently in a road rage incident, she shat, if you will, on the roof.
Oh, was that who that lady was? Because I saw that video of the lady getting out and shitting on someone's roof of their car, and they arrested her, and she was like gone. Yeah. In the cop car, she was like loop-de-loo. I didn't know she sold. That bitch is on OnlyFans and we aren't.
Yeah, she sells her foot. I guess $7.99 a month or whatever. I don't know. People, are you okay? What's wrong with every single one of you?
What's wrong with us?
We got 11 followers. Maybe we need to show something.
11 followers times $7.99. We could actually buy lunch.
We got to start doing something. I don't know.
We do, yeah.
Let's do an OnlyFans with our feet.
I don't want to put my stinky ass feet
I have
out
I have a bunion. I'm sorry.
there. I don't.
Is anybody into bunions? Because
There's a market for that.
what's wrong with you? All right. I'm depleted by the stalagmites of the city and this whatever you call them. I'm allergic to it. There's a fungus. Everything is crazy.
And they're not like us.
And they're not like us. And I'm just waiting for Dawn and Wendy to do something about it all.
Yes, we need Dawn and Wendy, and we need to be on that show. Like, we need to do segments on that show.
And we'll talk to them.
Yeah, well, let's talk to Miss
We can
Donna.
take our shit to the street
Hello. Taking it to the streets.
instead of the car rooftops.
Oh, I'll shit on a fucking bed. I'll shit underneath the bed when the guy's underneath it.
Yeah.
Let him lay in that shit.
Yeah, only made famous by what's her face.
OnlyFans?
No.
So that lady made it only drizzly shits. I had nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
No rim shot for that one, people.
Let's see if I have one more thing.
All right, well, we got to wrap up.
Okay,
baby.
well, never mind. 'Cause you know what? All it's going to be is something deplorable.
Yeah.
I'm over it. And that's all I've got. It's been a pleasure.
It's been amazing and fuck congestion pricing. And that's our show here on Lunch Money here on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That's fucking awesome. Hello. You should. And also, you can follow the lovely Gina Savage in her purple dress at Savage in the City Pics on Instagram. And you can also follow me as well at Christy Miller Comedy on the gram with my $4 workout shirt. And you can also follow the show and see clips and updates at Lunch Money Talk Show on Instagram. So please like the show, follow the show, subscribe to us on YouTube, leave us comments. And last but not least, don't forget to share the show. We love you. See you next Monday.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye now.